Hello and welcome to Edward Dick Field at Tewksbury Memorial High School for today's MVC football matchup between the Billerica Indians and the Tewksbury Redmen. If you're just tuning in, I'm Andrew Del Piano, moments away from the home opener for the Tewksbury Redmen football season. Both teams coming in undefeated at this one. The Tewksbury Redmen coming off 2 wins against the Dracut Middies and the Chelmsford Lions to move to a perfect 2-0. And the Billerica Indians coming off a win in overtime last week against the North Andover Knights by a final of 29-27. As we celebrate Senior Day here at Ed Dick Field. The first varsity game taking place here at this field that was built in 2012 along with the high school. And the team's gearing up today as we have a battle of the undefeateds and the battle of the tribes here on a beautiful 55-degree sunny day here in Tewksbury, Massachusetts. A brand new venue for this odd 2021 Fall 2 season, as would usually take place in the fall of 2020 this season. And a new venue here at Ed Dick Field as the old Doucette Field taken down in the summer of 2020. The new stadium being built for the fall season of 2021. The Redmen led by 3 captains this year. On your screen from left to right, it'll be number 2, Will McKay, number 10, the quarterback, Ryan Rometta, and number 4, Kyle Dorigo, all in their senior campaigns for the Redmen. As the coin toss between number 10, Ryan Rometta, and number 24, Joe Dufour for the Billerica Indians. You see only one captain representing each squad at the midline. And throughout the game, you might hear some background noise as we are in the bleachers for today's ball game and for the rest of the home games. As usually, we've been a booth high above Doucette Field, but of course, in a season it changes. We'll have to deal with this one as well. So Billerica winning the opening toss. The Redmen will have possession first to begin the ball game. Let's see the Redmen return back to the huddle, cool, calm, and collected, led by 24th year head coach Brian Elward. The Redmen controlling a 5-game win streak dating back to 2016 against Billerica. 2 of those wins coming in playoff games against the Indians. And the Indians looking to snap that streak of losing 5 in a row to the Redmen. Again, if you're just tuning in, I'm Andrew Del Piano, live here from Ed Dick Field at Tewksbury Memorial High School, just moments away for kickoff between the Billerica Indians and the Tewksbury Redmen. As the anticipation builds up here in Tewksbury, Massachusetts. And the kicker for Billerica, number 15, Sean Rana, will get things underway here at Ed Dick Field. As Billerica setting up the kick formation. And this ball game is underway. It'll start with a short little squib kick picked up by number 2, Will McKay, around the 20-yard line. He'll get it across the 35, staying on his feet. Will McKay with a good run to start the game. He beat the defender, Will McKay. He's going to take everyone away from the end of the end zone to start the ball game. Will McKay, a kickoff return for a touchdown. The first play of the ball game, 14 seconds into this one, the senior captain taking matters into his own hands.
McKay takes the opening kickoff 75 yards for a touchdown.
And just like that, the Redmen drawing first blood, taking a 6-0 lead, pending the PAT. The PAT pending from Nabil Barkala, a senior. You might have recognized that name from the soccer team. His name was called a few times while calling soccer games during the fall. And he's a perfect 6 for 6 on PAT so far this season. Barkala, keep it perfect. He's 7 for 7, and it's a 7-0 Redmen lead. Just 14 seconds into the ball game. A 75-yard return for Will McKay to get things going for the Tewksbury Redmen here in the home opener. What a great start for the Tewksbury Redmen. Ryan Rometta not even needing to see the field as Will McKay takes it 75 yards to the house. And a familiar sight, the Redmen had 3 kickoff returns for touchdowns last year, all done by Shane Elward, now at Endicott College playing football for the Gulls. And the Indians needing a quick recovery after allowing a touchdown just 14 seconds into the opening quarter. And the kick from Barkala, it's a high boot. Be taken right at the 5-yard line. And out comes the Indians as they play it out wide onto the left side. A good return here and taken down by Nabil Barkala. And a strong run on the other side for the Billerica Indians to get good field position for the first time on offense today.
After the kickoff, Barkala makes a stop on the play.
There's number 9, Miles Jean, on the return for the Indians. And the ball being brought up to the Billerica 42, and we'll see the quarterback, number 2, DJ Seidel, for the first time. The senior listed at 6 feet, 190 pounds, who had 2 rushing touchdowns in the win over North Andover last week, including the game-winning touchdown in overtime. The Billerica Indians will start in the shotgun formation. Seidel will keep it himself, running up the middle, has a good lane, and taken down just shy of midfield for a good gain on first down.
Billerica with the keeper gets it up to midfield.
Ran the ball to the 49-yard line, a good gain of 7 on the first down play. Seidel with a running back to his left and right. Moving number 22, Dan Cabrera, across the formation. Same play, he'll go right back up the gut, looking to power forward as the whistle finally coming in as the Indians' offensive line was bullying their way through. As the Redmen scrambling for the football, saying Seidel lost possession, but the knee was clearly down. And 2 plays just like that, a first down for the Indians past midfield. The Indians, who fell down 6-0 in the first quarter against North Andover last week. Nothing new to this team of making a small little comeback here as we played a minute 30 into the opening quarter. This will be a handoff to the right side to Dom Gerd, who had a touchdown in the win last week. stop for a short gain past the 45.
Again, off goes to Don Gerd, picks up 3.
The ball moved up to the 43-yard line, a gain of 4 yards on first down. There'll be another QB keeper up the middle for Seidel. This time he's stuffed right there in the middle by the Redmen. On the tackle there, number 68, Aaron Conley. Nice play in the middle there to make the stop. As Seidel just barely got back to the line of scrimmage. Aaron Conley meeting him right in the middle to make the stop. A handoff to the right side as a nice blocking by the Billerica Indians. First down and more for Billerica as they get it past the 30-yard line. The run taken by number 26, Jacob Linton. The junior listed at 5'8", 175, getting up to the 30-yard line in the second first down of the drive for Billerica.
Linton gets him up to the 30.
The Indians sticking to what they know on the ground game. Still yet to see a pass from Seidel, as it was their bread and butter last week in the win. Another handoff, this time to the left side for Dom Gerd, who has the edge, and then a great recovery there on the outside by number 6, Mike Kelly, to beat him to the spot, a short gain of only a yard.
That's number 6, Mike Kelly, with the stop.
Mike Kelly, who spent the winter on the TMHS boys basketball team, making a big contribution for them in his senior season. Second down and 9 from the Redmen 29, a whistle coming in before the snap. The Indians are going to use their first charge timeout.
And with 8:20 left in the first quarter, Billerica will take their first timeout. A beautiful day here in Tewksbury, Massachusetts. 55 degrees here at kickoff. As the Indians want to talk things over before a second down and 9 play. Both teams breaking out of the huddle following the Billerica timeout. 8:20 remaining in the first quarter. Will McKay, a touchdown on the first play of the game, giving the Redmen a 7-0 lead. Second and 9 from the Redmen 29. Seidel with the read option. Stopped up the middle once again by the Redmen. As Will McKay coming from the linebacker position to make the play. And a short gain of only a yard to get it to a 3rd and 8 for the Indians. As the Redmen making their adjustments, starting to stack the box here. Still waiting for Seidel to show his arm strength. Still yet to have a pass attempt. This time he's going to keep it himself once again, right up the middle. A great play from the defensive line. The transfer, number 77, Da Vinci Sidney, a transfer from Malden High School. A tackle for a loss of 2 yards. Sidney Da Vinci stopped behind the line of scrimmage. It's going to bring up 4th down for the Indians. It'll be a 4th and 10 upcoming for Billerica after the good stop in the middle there from the transfer Sydney. A big play early in the game here, 4th and 10 from the Redmen 30. Seidel in the shotgun. Rolling out to his right. Pass is incomplete as it fell short of Albert Tassone, and it's a turnover on downs. As Michael Sullivan read the pass well, getting his arm in the face of Tassone, a turnover on downs for Billerica, and the Redmen offense seeing the field for the first time today.
It's actually
6:43 remaining in the opening quarter. The Redmen leading 7-0. As here, one of the new rules implemented during the football season, a water break every 6 minutes, taken by the two teams. But up next, we'll see Ryan Rometta at the helm of the Redmen offense, who threw for 163 yards and a touchdown in the win against Chelmsford last week. The quarterback will be going to Husson University in the fall of 2021, committing there for football and baseball. He's been the quarterback of the Redmen since his junior season, leading the Redmen to the D3 state semifinals in 2019. As their opening play from scrimmage will start with 5 wideouts. Rometta throwing it out to the left side for Michael Kelly, who has stiff arms a man pushed out of bounds for a good gain on first down up to the 35. A gain of 5 yards on first down for the Redmen. A short pass out to the left side for Mike Kelly.
They pick up 5 on that play.
Rometta coming in the I formation with Dorigo in Kaluolu, his first game of the season in the backfield. Olu will get his first carry of the 2021 campaign, keeping the legs moving, getting up to the 38-yard line, the first carry of the year for Kaluolu, missing the first 2 games of the season due to COVID protocol.
The hit off the Olu is good for 3 yards.
It'll be an upcoming short 3rd and 2 for the Redmen offense. And with the 5 senior offensive linemen last year for the Redmen, 5 new faces on the front 5, including the center Stevie Arsenault. Rometta, handoff this time to Kyle Dorigo, who has the open hole, keeps his feet moving, and pushes forward past the 45. Kyle Dorigo showing off the strength, a first down for the Redmen.
Dorigo. That's good for a Tewksbury first down.
Kyle Dorigo, who had 29 touches last week for 146 yards in 2 rushing touchdowns, getting the handoff on 3rd down to pick up the first down of the day for the Redmen. .540 remaining in the first quarter. The Redmen leading 7-0 here in the home opener. Handoff once again to Dorigo, sidesteps the defender and pushes his way forward just short of midfield, down at the 48. As the Redmen inching closer to Billerica territory. A gain of 2 yards for Dorigo.
And the handoff to Dorigo picks up about a yard. We'll bring up 2nd down.
The Redmen ranked the 16th team in the state by the Boston Herald following the win against Chelmsford. As fresh off a state semifinal appearance last year. A high snap that Remetta is able to recover, and then we'll take it over to the right side. And a dangerous play that turned into some positive yardage for Ryan Remetta, showing his athleticism. Bringing the ball onto the Billerica side of the field at the 47. An upcoming 3rd and 4.
Here we go, yell THS. Redmen, here we go, yell THS. Redmen, here we go, yell THS.
The Redmen converting on their first 3rd down of the day, as they have a 3rd and 4 from the Indian 47. Remetta looking left, throwing left, and he's got a man, and they got the feet down. The catch is made by number 21, Sean Fahey, and a first down for the Redmen. A beautiful throw and catch from Remetta to Fahey.
They pick up the first down for Tewksbury.
A simple little out route getting the job done. A senior connection, getting the ball to the Billerica 41 in a fresh set of downs. Remetta, who wasn't needed too much in the opening week win over the Middies, having 23 pass attempts last week against Chelmsford, and getting some early work here on the first play. And a few flags fly on the field. It'll be a false start on the Redmen. Some miscommunication there between the Redmen. Remetta was most likely looking for a hard count. And the offensive line jumping. A 5-yard penalty on the Redmen, pushing them back to the 46. An upcoming 1st and 15 for the Redmen. If you're just tuning in, I'm Andrew Del Piana. 4 minutes left in the opening quarter. 7-0 Tewksbury Redmen here in this MVC Conference football matchup. Remetta in the I formation. A handoff for Dorigo. He's wrapped up right at the feet. The tackle made by Dom Gerd. As the ball only moved up a yard to the 45. With a great tackle there from the junior. Tackling Dorigo right at the feet. These two teams meeting last year at the old Billerica Memorial High School field. Of course, they have that beautiful brand new facility that they'll have their first home game on next week when they host Drakeits. The Redmen took that game by a final of 32-14. The fullback, Kaluolu, getting past the 40-yard line. Up to the Indians 39. And a 3rd and 8 upcoming for Remetta and the Redmen.
Brings up a 3rd down for the Redmen.
Third and 8 for the Redmen at the Billerica 39. Remetta, the fake handoff to Kelly. Looking downfield, he's got a man, Dorigo. The catch is made, and he's into the end zone, touchdown Redmen. But a flag coming in on the field before the pass. And I believe this is going to be a holding against Billerica, and the touchdown will stand. And clearly the Redmen going to decline that penalty. Kyle Dorigo getting into the end zone for the 5th time this season.
Get the tickets?
His 2nd in the receiving end.
You by yourself? His truck's way over there. The great, here, come here.
And a beautiful throw by Ryan Remetta to find fellow senior captain Kyle Dorigo. Nabil Barkala attempting the extra point. There's a clear jump there made by Billerica. And the ball being moved up to the 1 yard line. It looks like the Redmen are going to keep the kicking formation on the field. Dorigo, who had a receiving touchdown in last week's win. Second straight game with the receiving touchdown, giving him 5 in the first 3 games. Barkala has this one good as well. And the Tewksbury Redmen leading the Billerica Indians 14-0 with 2:27 remaining in the first quarter.
Tewksbury 14, Billerica 0.
Dorigo, number 4. He can fight and he can score. Dorigo, number 4. THS, Barkala, number 1. He can fight and he can score. Barkala, number 1.
And Barkala's extra point giving him 8 for 8 on the season. The star kicker, who is a captain of the boys soccer team in his 4 years playing soccer here at TMHS. The 2 touchdowns coming from the senior captains of the Redmen, Will McKay, the first one, followed by Kyle Dorigo, have given the Redmen a 14-0 lead, down to 2:27 remaining in the first. Dorigo, who led the team with 13 touchdowns in 2019, already off to a hot start with 5 in the first opening 3 games. Barkala will keep this kick low as it's taken right at the 34-yard line. And then the tackle made by Stevie Arsenault. The return made by number 22, Dan Cabrera. And a turnover on downs for the first possession for the Indian offense. They'll get back on the field with DJ Seidel taking over at the 35, at the 40. Seidel, the handoff to the left side to Linton, who has space and getting past the 50-yard line. The tackle made by Will McKay, but a good run on first down.
That was number 2, Will McKay. Brings down
For Billerica. But Jake Linton on the carry there for the Indians. And just like that, the Redmen backed up into their own territory. Another handoff here for the Indians. They go right back up the middle, and they continue to push the pile forward. But a good gain on first down from Billerica, as it was number 3, Dom Gerd, on the carry. Ball spotted at the Redmen 41, 2nd and 2. They go back to Gerd. This time he's stuffed up there by Sydney as the Redmen do some gang tackling. A 3rd and 1 upcoming for the Indians.
After that handoff, it's going to be 3 and 1.
Getting down to just a little over a minute left in the opening quarter. The Tewksbury Redmen leading the Billerica Indians 14-0 in this MVC conference matchup. Seidel on the QB keeper, putting his head down. And the referee coming in right at the 39. And let's see where the referees are going to spot this.
Take that ball away. take it away. Take that ball away. Defense, take it away.
And it looks like they're going to mark this just short of the first down marker, which is right at the 38.
It's gonna be 4th and inches.
And a timeout coming in on the field. 24 seconds left in the opening quarter. A 4th and inches on the next play for Billerica.
And that's going to be the first quarter of action. Redmen 14, Indians nothing.
Excuse me, that'll do it for the opening 12 minutes of play. After one quarter here at Ed Dick Field, the Tewksbury Redmen leading the Billerica Indians 14-0. We'll take a short break and be right back. You're watching Tewksbury football on Tewksbury TV. Welcome back to Ed Dick Field at Tewksbury Memorial High School. I'm Andrew Del Piana. 4th and 1 upcoming for the Billerica Indians as we begin the second quarter of play. Billerica trailing 14-0 to the Redmen. The handoff to Gerd. And the referee coming in from the sideline. Did the Redmen make the stop? Of course, either side pleading their case. And they're going to give the Indians the first down, just barely.
That handoff to Gerd was good for a pickup of first down for the Billerica Indians.
Fresh set of downs for Billerica, as it'll be a handoff to the left side. Stevie Arsenal right there to make the stop, exploding out of the blocks, and a tackle for a loss back at the 40.
Stephen Arsenal leading the way for the Redmen on that tackle.
A loss of 2 yards on the first down play, as they tried to go to the left side with Linton. And Arsenal reading that play like a book from his linebacker position. Second and 12 from the Redmen 40. Seidel, he's going to keep it himself this time, trying to follow the blocks of his offensive line. Didn't get much as he's taken down by Dorigo and company. And a short gain of only a yard for Seidel. It'll be a 3rd and long, a 3rd and 11 to be exact for Billerica. And the defensive coordinator, Steve Kasperzak, calling out the play for the Redmen defense here on this key 3rd down. Seidel with running back in the backfield. They're going to roll out right with him. A comeback route. And the pass is complete on the outside. A great catch made. Sorry, I wasn't able to see who made the grab right in front of the Billerica bench, as it was a sea of white there. That play good enough for a first down.
That's good for a Billerica first down.
And excuse me, there was number 9, Miles Jean, on the comeback route to get a gain of 12 yards up to the Redmen 25 as the Billerica Indians inching towards the red zone. Sidney and Kelly on the takedown, and Seidel going up the middle. Getting up to the Redmen 24, a gain of a yard or 2. Already 3 minutes off the clock here in the second quarter. The Redmen with a 14-0 lead. Both touchdowns coming in the opening quarter. First one by Will McKay, a 75-yard kick return for a touchdown. And then Kyle Dorigo on a receiving touchdown from Ryan Rometta. And the Redmen up by 2 scores. Seidel going to the left side this time. staying on his feet, and then the push back by the Redmen linebackers. Will McKay and Mike Kelly there to push Seidel back, but they're going to give him forward progress up to the 26.
Conley and Stephen Arsenal lead the way on the tackle for the Redmen. Brings up third down for Billerica.
Seidel, who is a big quarterback, plays like a running back, listed at 6 feet, 190 pounds. Another third down situation upcoming for Billerica. This one's a 3rd and 5. Seidel, 3-step drop back. The Redmen bringing the blitz. He'll get the pass off, looking to thread the needle. And did they make the catch? He did. Seidel escaping the pressure, makes the pass over to Dan Cabrera.
Seidel converts to number 22, Dan Cabrera. That's a Billerica first down.
And the Indians now into the Redmen red zone. Right at the 10-yard line, 1st and goal for the Redmen, for the Indians. Seidel looking for some blockers, makes a few juke moves at the line of scrimmage. A gain of 4 yards.
Bradley, go! Rico, go!
Supervised Seidel is good for taking the 5 yards. Second and 5, Indians.
Ladies, go! Lucky, go! Go 57, go! Barkley, go! Go 53, go! Michael Dunny, go! Go number 1!
2nd and goal from the Redmen 6-yard line.
Go number 1, go for Carla, go! Go
Seidel the handoff, this time to Gerd,
go!
getting inside the 5-yard line.
Go! Go number 4, go! Rico, go! Go 51!
Down at the 4.
Go! Go number 2, go! Will McKay, go! Rebel team, go! Go! Rebel team, go!
A 3rd and 3 upcoming for Billerica. There. The 1st down marker is planted right at the 1. So the Indians still can get a 1st down here to keep the drive alive. Seidel going to their bread and butter, going right up the middle. Sneaking in just at the 1-yard line. And now it'll be a 1st and goal for the Indians. Looking to punch it in for the first time today.
That rush is going to be 1st and goal for the Indians.
Billerica right on the doorstep, trying to cut the lead in half. Seidel keeping it himself. He'll push the pile forward, and he's into the end zone. A Billerica touchdown, DJ Seidel, getting the Indians on the board. And the PAT pending, looking to cut the lead in half. Seidel, who had 2 rushing touchdowns last week in the OT win, punching in for his 3rd touchdown of the season.
Keeper puts it in for a Billerica touchdown.
And the Indians are going to go for 2, a quick play, and they're going to push the pile forward on the QB sneak with Seidel, and they do convert. As a heads-up play there made by head coach Dwayne Tewksbury. A very simple play, a QB sneak to Seidel, and it's a 6-point ball game with 5:14 remaining in the first half.
Redmen 14, Indians 8.
But a big touchdown there for Billerica. Still trying to gain some momentum as they fell behind early in the first quarter, down by 2 touchdowns. But a solid drive made there from Billerica.
say go, Redmen, go! Go, Redmen!
Where you
The Redmen sitting at 2-0 on the season, while the Billerica Indians at 1-0. Both teams looking to keep their undefeated seasons alive. And the Redmen lining up short right at the 50-yard line. As Fahey and Dorigo are back to return the kick. Rana will take the kick, a high boot. Caught by Sean Fahey right at the 9-yard line. Running towards the middle now, getting some good blocks and a good return there from Sean Fahey. Getting it past the Redmen 35-yard line as the second offensive drive of the game for the Redmen will start with some good field position.
Sean Fahey gets the ball up to the Tewksbury 35.
Rometta, who had a passing touchdown on the first drive to number 4, Kyle Dorigo, to pick up the second touchdown of the day for the Redmen. As McKay and Kelly moving across the formation for the Redmen. Rometta, the handoff to Dorigo. As he's tackled at the 37 by a few Indians there to make the stop, number 64, Jared Plum. A short gain for the Redmen on the first down, only 2. The Redmen, who received the opening half kickoff, as Billerica will have the first possession to begin the second half. Keep that in mind as there's only 4:30 left on the second quarter clock. Rometta handing it off. A good tackle there right at the feet. As the Indians showing their teammates some love. As it was number 22, Dan Cabrera, right there to make the stop.
Tewksbury is able to get back to the line of scrimmage on third down.
And the Redmen barely getting back to the line of scrimmage on that last play. It'll be a 3rd and 8 from their own 37. The Redmen, who converted on all their third down conversions on the opening drive. In a tight spot here with Billerica trying to get the ball back into their hands. Rometta surveying the field, will throw it out to the right side. The pass made and caught by Kelly. Just short of the Indian 45 and a first down for the Redmen. As Rometta has been on target on his throws today. Finding his top target, Mike Kelly, who has made a total of 93 yards on 8 receptions in the first 2 games. Down to the 3-minute mark left in the opening half. The Redmen converting on a 3rd and 8. Now onto the Billerica side of the field. Rometta handoff to Kalu'olu. Barrels his way through the middle. Kalu'olu with a great run down to the 30-yard line. And the senior Kalu'olu, in his first game of the season for the Redmen, making an immediate impact.
Handoff to Kalu'olu, picks up about 17 yards. Good to move the chains for the Redmen.
A gain of 16 for Kalu'olu, who had a big year last year, including 5 touchdowns. Olu getting the call again, staying on his feet, spinning off a tackle, and 2 great runs there from number 5. And the Redmen are going to talk things over. Brian Elward wanting a timeout. We'll take the timeout with them. 2:18 remaining in the first half. The Redmen lead now down to 6. We'll be right back. Hello and welcome back to Ed Dick Field at Tewksbury Memorial High School. I'm Andrew Delapiana. 2:18 left on the second quarter clock. The Redmen deep into Billerica territory at the 22-yard line. 2nd and 2 upcoming for the Redmen. Handoff to Dorigo right up the middle. And he's pushing forward. And a first down for the Redmen. The Redmen wanting to add to their lead before halftime, as Billerica will get the ball to start the second half.
After that run, that's going to be a first down for the Redmen.
And you see Coach Elward and Ryan Rometta taking their time here on the plays to burn down as much clock as possible. The ball spotted at the Billerica 16, 1st and 10. Rometta, pitch play off to the left side for Dorigo. And follows through with the blocks. A short gain, getting past the 15, onto the Billerica 13. Getting down to 1:10 remaining in the quarter. A touchdown by DJ Seidel on the last Billerica possession, making this a 6-point ball game. 2nd and 6 from the Billerica 13. Rometta, handoff, Olu. Billerica swarming like bees in the backfield to get to Kalu Olu. As it was number 19, Scott Anderson, number 72, Jacob Oliver, there to make the stop. And a timeout called with 43 seconds left in the half.
Tewksbury losing. Timeout, Tewksbury.
We'll stay with you. 43 seconds remaining in the second quarter. It'll be a 3rd and 8 from the Billerica 15 on the next Redmen play. The Redmen holding a 5-game win streak dating back to 2016 against Billerica, looking to maintain that and make it 6 after today. Third and 8 out of the timeout from the Billerica 15. The Redmen with 54 seconds left in the half. Rometta, lots of time in the pocket, throwing right side. And did Mike Kelly get his feet down? Still waiting on the signal.
Rometta's pass to Michael Kelly.
And he did.
First down.
What a great catch made on the sideline by Mike Kelly. As the Redmen just shy of the 5 at the 6-yard line. But Mike Kelly, what a game he's had so far in these opening 24 minutes. As the Indians were pushing him out of bounds as the ball came into his hands. The referee saying he did get a foot down. The handoff, Olu up the gut, pushing over a man, and he's in. Kalu Olu powering his way into the end zone. The bulldozer Kalu Olu getting in the end zone for the first time this season and make it 20-8 Redmen with 44 seconds left in the quarter. And the Redmen scoring 2 touchdowns on both of their offensive drives, excuse me. As Barcarla looking to go 3 for 3 here in the first half on the point after attempt. Mike Kelly, the holder. Ball down. Barcarla puts it through the uprights once again. The Redmen answer back with a touchdown of their own, make it 21-8 the score with 44 seconds left in the second quarter.
THS, Baloo, number 5. He can fight and he can score. Baloo, number 5. THS, Barcarla, number 1. He can fight and he can score. Barcarla, number
1. But a great late answer to this first half by the Redmen as they took down a lot of that second quarter clock, answering DJ Seidel's touchdown. Barcarla on the kickoff for the Redmen. And it's a low kick, picked up by number 33, Austin Brune, and he'll fall down right on it at the Billerica 35. Not much time left here in this first half, 40 seconds. Yes, let's see what Billerica does here on offense. The ball spotted at the Billerica 35. Seidel handoff to Gerd. A gain of 5 yards up to the 40. And the Billerica head coach Dwayne Tewksbury taking a timeout.
Good for a pickup of 5 yards, and Billerica takes a timeout.
.33 seconds remaining in the second quarter. Billerica ball. Second down and 5 from their own 40. Both teams returning to the field for the 2nd and 5. Seidel and the Indians only with 33 seconds left. This will be a end around to Miles Jean, who's able to get the edge. And it's just short of the first down marker at the 44. It'll be 3rd and inches for Billerica. He was taken out of bounds, so the clock stops at 23 seconds.
Hand off to Miles Jean, makes it 3rd inches.
Pretty packed crowd here at Ed Dick Field for the home opener, as the first home football game here in Tewksbury, Massachusetts since Thanksgiving of 2019. Seidel keeping it himself. Go up the middle once again, and another Indian first down. As a no-huddle situation here for Billerica. Since it's a first down and this is high school football, the clock stops and starts again once the center puts his hand on the ball. And Seidel with a QB spike.
With 8 seconds left in the half, Billerica kills the clock.
8 seconds left in the half. Billerica most likely only going to get one more play before halftime. Second and 10 from the Indian 47. Seidel dropping back, launching one downfield, and it's over the head of everyone. And Jacob Medavir, the intended target, with the Redmen back there with the cornerbacks and safeties. Only 2 seconds left. The Indians most likely going to try a similar play here, just launching one downfield. Third and 10, 2 seconds left. Seidel in the shotgun. A double reverse. This one goes into the hands of Gene down the right sideline and then pushed out of bounds by Will McKay. And that will do it for the first half. The Tewksbury Redmen, after 24 minutes, lead the Billerica Indians 21-8 here in this MVC football matchup. We'll be right back. We'll take a short halftime break. You're watching Tewksbury football on Tewksbury TV. Hello and welcome back to Ed Dick Field at Tewksbury Memorial High School. I'm Andrew Della Piana. Second half about to get underway between the Billerica Indians and the Tewksbury Redmen in this Battle of the Tribes in this Merrimack Valley Conference football matchup. The Tewksbury Redmen leading 21-8 after the first 24 minutes of play. All touchdowns for the Redmen coming from the class of 2021. Will McKay opening the scoring 14 seconds into the ball game with a 75-yard kickoff return, followed by Kyle Dorigo on a reception from Ryan Rometta, and the final touchdown of the first half for the Redmen coming from number 5, Kaluolu, his first of the season. On the other sideline, Billerica with 8 points in the first half. It was a rushing touchdown, the third of the season for DJ Seidel, as they find themselves down 13, but they'll be getting the ball to start the second half. A nice late touchdown there in the final minute of the first half by Kaluolu to extend the lead to give the Redmen some insurance going into the final 24 minutes. A beautiful 55 degrees here in Tewksbury, Massachusetts at Ed Dick Field. The first varsity game here in the home opener for the Tewksbury Redmen football team. Again, if you're just joining us, I'm Andrew Della Piana. Second half kickoff about to get underway from Nabil Barkala. Barkala with a long kick as two Indians converge, and the catch made by Miles Jean. A tackle made just at the 25-yard line there by number 59, Colin Bozak. And DJ Seidel returning to the field for the Indians, as the special teams today for the Redmen has looked really good.
That's going to kick off the second half.
The Tewksbury Redmen at 2-0 this season, while the Billerica Indians at 1-0, as the teams fighting for position in the MVC2 conference standings, as both teams only playing 5 games this year due to the pandemic and this football season being moved to fall 2. But it's great to have football back here in the state of Massachusetts. opening play from scrimmage here in the second half. Seidel with a QB keeper. Keeping his feet moving up to the 30-yard line. And a gain of 5 yards on the first down play for the quarterback.
Go, Redmen, go! Go, Redmen, go! Go, Redmen, go! Go, Redmen, go!
Gain of 5 for Billerica. Seidel keeping it once again. This time wrapped up right at the line of scrimmage. Number 51, Stevie Arsenal, in on the tackle. Seidel barely getting back to the line of scrimmage on the run.
Brings up 3rd and 5 for the Indians.
Bringing up an early 3rd and 5, a minute played into the third. The Redmen outscoring opponents 50-7 in their first 2 games of the season. The 3rd and 5 play, it'll be a handoff to the left side, and it's wrapped up in the backfield. A great play made by number 68, Aaron Conley, along with Stevie Arsenal to make the stop. And Aaron Conley, a name you might have heard during the hockey season, who had a few goals for the Redmen in his junior season, forcing the Indians to punt for the first time today. Seidel, the punt off the right foot, as a ball takes a bounce into the Redmen bench, out of bounds. And the Redmen will have their first offensive drive of the second half, starting just short of midfield.
After Seidel's punt, Tewksbury is going to start at the 149.
The Redmen, who scored on both offensive possessions in the first half, going back to work, looking to extend the lead as they lead 21-8, 2 minutes played into the third. The offensive line doing their part, keeping Remetta protective in the backfield. This one, the handoff to Olu. And a good run from Kalu Olu to get it to the 45-yard line. And you can definitely tell they missed his presence at the running back position, letting Dorigo get some rest on his carries, as Kyle Dorigo has 52 rushes entering the ball game in the first 2 games. Definitely some weight off of Dorigo's shoulders to get a fellow star running back in the backfield. Remetta shotgun formation, the pass over to the left side to Dorigo, getting around a defender, gets a first down, pushed out of bounds at the 40-yard line.
And that's going to move the chains for Tewksbury, first down.
Dorigo, a very shifty player, definitely showing his heart over height mentality, as he'll be going to Worcester State in the fall of 2021 to play for the Lancers. The Redmen picking up a first down at the Billerica 40-yard line, as they've lived in Billerica territory today. Pitch play, Dorigo, the right side, trying to get to the edge, but the Indians meet him there to make the stop. Tackle made by number 19, Scott Anderson. A loss of about a yard from Dorigo on the carry, as Anderson, just a sophomore, listed at 6'3", 210 pounds, meeting Dorigo to the spot.
Second down.
Redmen, who have a 5-game win streak dating back to 2016 against Billerica, looking to keep that streak alive after today's game. As next week, they'll be on the road against North Andover, the team that Billerica just recently beat last week in overtime. Flags come flying onto the field. Rometta launching one downfield over the head of Will McKay. With a flag coming in before the snap. And it's an illegal shift on the Redmen. The penalty declined by Dwayne Tewksbury. It'll be a 3rd and 11 for the Redmen. Who've been able to remain perfect on 3rd down today. But the Indians still looking to make their first defensive stop of the day. 3rd and 11 from the Billerica 41. Rometta in the shotgun formation with Dorigo to his left. Motioning Fahey. Rometta looking left, throwing downfield. He's got a man. Dorigo, it's caught! Hold on a second. Dorigo took a hard hit and lost possession of the ball. As that looked like a touchdown saving hit made by number 22, Dan Cabrera. As Dorigo just wasn't able to hold on to the ball, but he took a hard hit there from Cabrera. It was a beautiful throw made by Rometta, put him right in the pocket. The Redmen are going to keep the offense on the field for 4th and 11, the 30-yard line, 11 yards away. This one's going to be a punt from Rometta. That's going to get a good bounce, and is Mike Kelly going to get to this one, and it falls into the end zone, but a great effort there from Kelly, who's going to be frustrated with himself on that last play. It's going to result in a touchback. A great play there made by the captain, Dan Cabrera, to save a touchdown from Kyle Dorigo. Billerica makes their first stop of the ball game on defense, and the offense coming back onto the field, taking over at the 20. Each side with an offensive possession here in the 3rd quarter, 4 minutes played. The lead remains 21-8 in favor of the Redmen. Seidel dropping back, looking right, stepping up in the pocket, launches one, and it's picked off! It's picked off! Michael Sullivan, a pick six! What a read from the sophomore! A pick six for Michael Sullivan adds to the Redmen lead. Read his eyes the entire way. And what a play by Mike Sullivan, adding to the Redmen lead, as it's now 27-8. Nabil Barkala on the field for his 4th extra point attempt of the game. And a flag coming in before the snap. As the Redmen are getting pushed back here after the illegal procedure. As Dorigo picked up the ball before the snap and then put it back on the turf. It'll now be a 24-yard attempt for Barkala on the extra points. And another whistle coming in before. This one's going to be another false start on the Redmen, and they're going to be pushed back once again. And of course, Special teams has been a big key for the Redmen in Brian Elwood's tenure.
Back 5 more yards.
So they're going to push them back once again 5 more yards, and this attempt now becomes a 30-yarder for Nabil Barkala just for an extra point. The ball is down. Barkala, the swing of the right leg. No good. Barkala missing to the right. As Barkala had a good opportunity at it.
7:39 left to go in the third quarter.
Number 7.
Tewksbury 27, Billerica 8.
Number 7. THS, Barkala, number 1. He can fight and he can score, Barkala, number 1.
7:39 remaining in the third quarter. A pick 6 from the sophomore Michael Sullivan, giving the Redmen now a 19-point lead. As the missed extra point from Barkala, his first one of the season, is he gave it his best go at it, as it was a 30-yard attempt.
Eric's probably already here. I am texting you guys. I know I'm in the shower. I was here already. I said I'm taking that.
I'm just almost there.
But if you had the Redmen in your fantasy team, the defense and special teams with 2 touchdowns here. It's Michael Sullivan with the pick 6 and Will McKay on a 75-yard touchdown return for a touchdown. But the Indians finding themselves in quite the hole, down by 19. And the catch made by Gene, as the Redmen on the special teams looking at coverage, as Gene staying on his feet, a flag flying in, and then finally wrapped up just shy of the 40. But a marker coming in back at the Billerica 25. And it'll be a holding on the Indians. Holding call on Billerica will push them back after the good return from Gene. A 10-yard penalty for Billerica, and they'll start this drive at their own 15.
That penalty is going to push Billerica back to their own 15.
Seidel and the Indian offense back onto the field following the pick 6. Down by 19 with 7:24 remaining in the third. Seidel keeping it himself, looking to go up the middle. And then stuffed right there by the Redmen. As the Indian bread and butter just hasn't been there today. And the D-line and the linebackers of the Redmen have just eaten the quarterback up.
Picks up a couple of yards. Second and 8.
A gain of 2 yards. Excuse me, I'm going to mark it as 1 yard. Up to the 16 for 2nd and 9. If you're just joining us, I'm Andrew Del Piana. 6:40 remaining in the third quarter. The Tewksbury Redmen leading the Billerica Indians 27-8 here in this Merrimack Valley Conference football matchup. The Redmen at 2-0 this season, while Billerica at 1-0. The handoff to Gerd off to the left side, getting past the 20-yard line onto the 21. A third down upcoming for Billerica.
The handoff to Gerd picks up about 3 yards. Third down.
That'll be a good one. It'll be a rock and roll one.
What's that?
I'll bring up
Third and 5 from the Billerica 21. Seidel dropping back. The Redmen bringing the pressure. He'll launch one downfield, and the pass is caught. And they're going to say he was ruled down. The catch made by number 21, Albert Tassone, for a first down and much more for Billerica.
Connection number 21.
But a sliding catch there made by the junior, getting it past the 45 onto the 46. A fresh set of downs for the Indians.
So you want Dom's pizza truck with that?
Seidel running out to the right side, looking for some blockers. Pushed out of bounds. And it sounds like some words being exchanged between the Indians and the Redmen. A gain of 2 yards on first down, bringing the Indians up to their own 48. Seidel will go to the other side this time, and then tackled at the feet, made by Aaron Conley, along with Will McKay. Still on their own side of the field.
Just like anybody jumps on the field. Yeah, I just do it the one time and then that's over. What's not the last? I don't know.
Third and 6 for the Indians from their own 49-yard line. Seidel, as the Redmen bring the blitz, it's picked up well. Seidel rolling out, still with the ball, finally throws it. And out of reach of everyone wearing white, as he took a lot of time for that play to progress. Fourth down.
Brings up 4th down for the Indians.
Set it all up and clean up and cook and everything.
Bird's coming too. Bird picking up all the balls.
That was the perfect thing. I got just to get a drink of water. Everyone's like, my sister's like, and they're like, do you have someone to cut the cake too? I go, if you want to. I go, what's wrong here? I just want to be getting
A 4th and 6 after the incompleted pass. The Indians going to keep their offense on the field. Seidel dropping back. The Redmen bringing the pressure, gets the throw off, and it's too tall. As it was Cabrera, the intended receiver. Another turnover on downs for the Indian offense.
Over the head of intended target, number 22, Dan Cabrera.
The Redmen will take over at the 49-yard line, and we'll have a quick water break. 4:17 remaining in the third quarter. The Redmen offense coming back onto the field. We'll be right back. Welcome back to Ed Dick Field at Tewksbury Memorial High School. I'm Andrew Del Piano. 4:17 remaining in this third quarter. The Redmen in control with a 27-8 lead over the Billerica Indians in this MVC football matchup. The Redmen at 2-0 this season, while the Billerica Indians at 1-0. The Redmen back on offense, handoff to Kaluolu, getting tackled down on the Billerica side of the field.
The handoff to number 5, Kaluolu.
At the 46.
The second down for Tewksbury.
The Redmen fresh off a nice defensive stand, forcing a turnover on downs. Second and 5 from the 46. Dorigo ran into his own man and then tackled down by Albert Tassone. As it was number 59, Colin Bozak, trying to move over from the left side of the line to the right to make the block. But Dorigo ran right into him and barely got back to the line of scrimmage. No gain on the last play for the Redmen offense.
They take pictures, so you sign your name. They show you the thing. They take pictures of it. You sign. There was no chips.
Dorigo to the right of Remetta. As Olu and McKay moving across the formation. Remetta throwing to the right side. Mike Kelly dropped it. As Remetta hit him right in the hands and Kelly just couldn't corral it near the sideline. It'll be a 4th down.
Pass intended for Michael Kelly was incomplete. Here we 4th down.
The Redmen go 3 and outs on the drive. As Ryan Remetta, the punter, and Billerica with 2 returners standing right at the 10-yard line. Remetta with a strong boot off his right foot. The fair catch taken right at the 13-yard line by number 26, Jacob Linton. And Billerica comes back onto the field, down by 19 with 2:39 remaining in the quarter. Billerica still haven't really mustered anything on offense today, only 8 points on the scoreboard. As we've played 30 minutes here in this ball game. And a timeout taken by the Indians.
Before the play, Billerica's going to take a timeout.
We'll step aside. 2:39 remaining in the third quarter. The Redmen up. We'll be right back. Welcome back to Ed Dick Field at Tewksbury Memorial High School. I'm Andrew Della Piana. 2:39 remaining in the third quarter. Billerica with the ball, down by 19 to the Tewksbury Redmen. 1st and 10 from the 12. Throw to the outside, made and caught by Cabrera. Getting a good gain on 1st down. As a quick screen pass out to the right side.
So now connects with Cabrera, picks up about 5 yards. It'll be 2nd down.
Ball up to the 16-yard line. A gain of 3 yards. Here in the home opener for the Tewksbury Redmen. Here in their first varsity game at Ed Dick Field. Seidel with a smart play to hand it off. And it was the right play to hand it off to Dom Gerd, who picks up 1st down yardage. As he had 2 Redmen running right at him at full speed. Takes the hit, gets the handoff off for an Indian 1st down. Seidel with the bubble screen, the pass too high. Intended target was Tassone.
Pass intended for Tassone. Sails 2nd down.
An incomplete pass. 2nd down and 10 from the Billerica 25-yard line.
Every weekend now. Bam. Just gets bigger and bigger.
Seidel in the shotgun.
She has too much on.
Dropping back. Has lots of time to throw, throwing one over the middle. And a great pass break up by Kyle Dorigo. As he stuck with Miles Jean the whole way, got his right hand in at the very last second to make the play. And Kyle Dorigo been all over the field today.
I did. I've been taking the TV.
And if Gene was able to make that catch and get away from Dorigo, he would have had a lot of green grass out in front of him. But a big stop there from Kyle Dorigo to deflect the pass away. 3rd and 10 for the Indians, still at their own 25. Fidel in a clear passing down, looking left, will do that, and pass caught in a great tackle, Mike Kelly. As Cabrera made the catch short of the 35, Mike Kelly right in there,
22 Cabrera.
who is short of the first down marker by just a yard.
That's going to bring 4th and 1 for the Indians.
And that tackle by Kelly stopped the first down, forcing the Indians here to go for it here on 4th and inches. The Redmen stacking the box. The handoff here to Gerd, putting his head forward, and this is going to be a close one. But he did get the ball over the 35, a first down for Billerica, as they keep the drive alive as we get down to 30 seconds left in the 3rd quarter.
Gerd's able to power forward, pick up the first down for the Indians.
Oh yeah, I used to break home and break off.
He's not going to do that. I know.
And that's going to do it for the 3rd quarter of play. Redmen 27, Billerica 8.
And that'll do it for the 3rd quarter of play. The Redmen will take a 19-point lead into the final 12 minutes of play. You're watching Tewksbury football on Tewksbury TV. Hello and welcome back to Tewksbury, Massachusetts, here at Ed Dick Field. I'm Andrew Della Piana. Beginning of the 4th quarter here between Billerica and Tewksbury. The Redmen up 27-8 as the final 12 minutes of play beginning to fumble on the field. As Billerica couldn't handle the snap, Kyle Dorigo was able to fall on it. And the Redmen have the football out of the pile. A miscue there in the backfield made by the Indians, and the ball scooped up on the turf by the senior Michael Duggan.
With the fumble, coverage.
And the story of the day for the Indians, as Michael Duggan takes advantage of the mistake. As Seidel was looking to hand the ball off to one of his running backs and just fumbled the ball. And 8 seconds into the 4th quarter, the Redmen in prime position here to add to the lead. We'll start at the 11-yard line. Rometta, the handoff to Dorigo, out to the left side. Dorigo looking for the corner. I'm going to say he stepped out just before reaching for the pylon. Great effort there from Kyle Dorigo. The Redmen get inside the 5 of a 7-yard run from Dorigo.
Second down for the Redmen. The 4.
Rometta coming under center with Olu and Dorigo behind him. Rometta, handoff once again to Dorigo, looking for the end zone. He is in! Someone called to the fire department. Kyle Dorigo is burning up defenses. His 6th touchdown in 3 games and his 2nd of the day. Defense leading to offense for the Tewksbury Redmen. Make it 33-8. Just 21 seconds into the 4th. Barkala back on the field for the extra point, missing his last one from 30 yards out. This one will just be from the regular 20. Barkala splits the uprights. And the Redmen lead.
THS, Dorigo, number 4. He can fight and he can score, Dorigo, number 4. THS, Barkala, number 1. He can fight and he can score, Barkala, number 1.
And the Redmen lead now at 34-8, 11:39 remaining in the fourth quarter.
With 11:39 left to go in the fourth quarter. Tewksbury 34, Billerica 8.
The Redmen go 2 plays, 11 yards on the drive. As the Redmen lead now at 26. Kyle Dorigo picking up his second touchdown of the day as a receiving touchdown and now a rushing touchdown. As the senior captain continues to eat up opposing defenses here in the Merrimack Valley Conference. Ball comes off the helmet and into the hands of the Redmen, recovered by Aaron Conley. The ball ricochets off the helmet of Dan Cabrera, right in the hands of Aaron Conley at the right place, right time.
Able to bounce back cleanly.
As a smart kick there made by Nabil Barkala, takes a one-hop off the helmet of Cabrera, finds the hands of Conley, and the Redmen offense right back onto the field after putting 7 points on the board. The special teams today for the Redmen has been absolutely incredible, and it's definitely flipped this game into their hands. Once again, they'll start in Billerica territory this time at the Billerica 38-yard line. As the starters staying in the game for the Redmen. Rometta handoff for Olu, gets some good blocking, but a late flag coming in from behind the Redmen, and it's going to be a hold on the team in red.
He's going to go against Tewksbury.
And that will push the Redmen back 10 yards from the spot of the foul as they move back to the Billerica 48. A 1st and 20 for the Redmen from the Billerica 48-yard line, up 34-8, and not letting their foot off the gas pedal. Dorigo getting the call once again, trying to get to the outside, but running backwards. And the referee blowing that play dead. Looked like Dorigo stayed on his feet. And Dorigo running back to his own 45. It'll be a 2nd and 28 for the Redmen after the holding penalty and a loss of 8 yards for Dorigo. Rometta faking the handoff to Dorigo, rolling out to the left. The pressure coming to him, he evades it, gets the pass off to Dorigo, makes the catch. Dorigo still on his feet, running down, he's past the 20-yard line, inside the 10. Dorigo, did he get to the corner? And he's just short. But what an effort from Kyle Dorigo to keep the play alive, get open for Rometta. But what an exclamation point that would have been if Kyle Dorigo punched that in the end zone. But he's tackled at the 1. And Kyle Dorigo continues to put up video game numbers for this Tewksbury Redmen squad. That's a 1st and goal for the Redmen at the 1-yard line. Just a yard away from cracking the 40-point threshold for the first time this season. Justin Dorigo and Sean Fahey in the backfield. The handoff for Fahey. That extra effort, and he's in! A touchdown for Sean Fahey on Senior Day.
The handoff goes to 21, Sean Fahey punches it in for a Tewksbury touchdown.
And the Redmen now putting up 40 points on the scoreboard. And the Redmen have turned this ball game into a blowout here in the home opener. Nine minutes and change left on the 4th quarter clock. The Redmen up 40-8. As Barkala tries his 7th extra point of the day. He's 5 for 6. Barkala, the extra point is good. Make it 6 for 7 on the day and 12 for 13 on the season for number 1.
Left in the 4th quarter.
And the Tewksbury Redmen in control, leading 41-8 with 9 minutes left in the 4th quarter.
He can fight and he can score. Fahey, 21. THS, Rakala, number 1. He can fight and he can score. Rakala, number 1.
Redmen lead now at 33. As they're just running away with this one.
I know, whatever you want. I said, I don't know if I go gray or black. Yeah, he could definitely go black. Wait,
The Redmen in prime position to move to 3-0 on the season. And then continue the win streak against Billerica. Next week, the Redmen will be on the road against North Andover. Well, Billerica just wanting to get this one over with. 9 minutes left. We'll have their home opener against the Drake at Middies in the brand new TMHS field.
Oh, like a black shirt too?
I think he's wearing it, yeah. Does he see me? You were all black?
Wear a white shirt.
And I go, you hate
Or call it a lone line kick. And that ball is going to stay in bounds. And Miles Jean's going to need to return it, but he stepped out of bounds. And the Indians are going to be deep in their own territory to start this possession. But a great kick from Nabil Barkala to keep that ball in bounds.
That should be a fun day for me. He'll have to have it.
Looks like Dean stepped out on the kickoff return.
Yep.
Billerica's going to start this at the 4-yard.
And the Indians going to start this drive inside the 5 at their own 4.
That was like the big thing for us. What do you take? And then, well, yeah, but now you get dropped off. And then,
As their only touchdown of the game coming in the 2nd quarter. as the Redmen defense and special teams have been leading the way today for them. Seidel in the shotgun. The handoff to the left side to Linton. And he just got back to the line of scrimmage.
Bradley, go! Rico, go! Rory Power, go! Go 24, go! Kaiser, go! Go 20, go Mercedes, go! Go 29, go! Melky,
And a late penalty called on the Redmen on that last play. That's going to
Michael Duggan, go!
escape Billerica from their end zone.
Go number 12, go Barcala, go!
Seidel, the handoff to the right side.
Go!
As a nice stiff arm made by Gerd to pick up some extra yardage.
Kelly, go! Go number 4, go Dorigo, go! Go 51, go! Arsenal, go! Go number 2, go! Number 10, go! Redmen team, go! Go! Redmen team, go!
As both sides starting to get a little chippy here in the final 8 minutes of the fourth quarter. Second and 8 from the Billerica 22-yard line. Another handoff here to the left side from Linton. Taken down at the 23, gain of a yard.
No, they were over there. I think when the team moved down. Yeah.
Third and 7 for the Indians from their own 23-yard line, getting to 7 minutes left in the ball game. Seidel dropping back, throwing it into a tight area. And the pass is caught there by Cabrera as he had 3 Redmen surrounding him. And a first down for the Indians.
It's going to move the chains for the Indians.
And Seidel did a good job of fitting it right into the chest of Cabrera in a tough area. Fresh set of downs for the Indians at their own 35. Seidel will keep it himself out to the left side. Getting the angle and running down the sidelines, pushed out of bounds by Fahey. And a late hit coming in. I was going to say Seidel gave himself up on the sideline. And that will be the call, the late hit coming in on Sean Fahey. And tack on 15 extra yards to that run.
After the sit-down run, penalty is going to go against Tewksbury.
The ball being moved up inside the 45 at the Redmen 42 after the good run by Seidel in the 15-yard penalty added on. This one taken by number 12, Joseph Green, now in at quarterback.
That was Joe Green with the keeper. To bring it second down for the Indians.
And it looks like Joe Green taking over at the helm for the Indians. This one's a handoff. As their Redmen are there to wrap it up. Number 76, James Carroll, in on the tackle. A third down upcoming for the Indians.
Blake Ryder in there on the stop for the Redmen. Brings up a third down for Billerica.
There's some new faces coming into the ball game for the Redmen on defense. Wouldn't be surprised if they do the same when they get possession back. Green's going to keep it himself off to the left side, makes a nice move, still on his feet. And he's looking for the corner, and then finally pushed out of bounds inside the 5, but a good run there from the sophomore. An immediate impact thrown right into the ball game.
Joe Green with the keeper.
He's down at the 2-yard line.
First and goal for Billerica.
I never heard that.
Green keeping it himself onto the left side. And he's just short as Blake Ryder made the tackle there.
Go red, go white, come on Redmen, let's fight. Go red, go white, come on Redmen, let's fight. Go red, go white, come on Redmen, let's fight.
That's what she said. You
Getting another 4-minute mark left in the final quarter of play. Billerica, 2nd and goal from the Redmen 1. The Redmen bringing the blitz, and they're right there in the backfield to make the stop. Aaron Conley there once again to meet the running back along with Evan Silva, number 54.
Lead the way for the Redmen on the stop.
literally kill each other. Door open, me taking away,
And a timeout taken here. We'll step aside, be right back after the timeout. You're watching Tewksbury football on Tewksbury TV. The Redmen up big with 3:39 left to go. Welcome back to Ed Dick Field at Tewksbury Memorial High School. I'm Andrew Del Piana. 3:39 remaining in the 4th quarter. The Redmen up by 33. But Billerica on the doorstep looking for their 2nd touchdown. Green on the keeper, onto the right side, untouched into the end zone. A touchdown for the sophomore Joe Green. And the first career touchdown for number 12, making his varsity debut. Gets the Indians on the board for the first time since the 2nd quarter.
Oh my gosh, you have a tan line. Oh no, I hope I don't have
As the Indians going to keep the offense on the field for the 2-point conversion. But a nice first drive there from Joe Green to lead the Indians into the end zone. Green will throw it backdoor into the corner. The pass incomplete. As the pass broken up there by number 20, Naftali Mercedes.
With 3:32 left to go in the game. Redmen 41, Indians 14.
So the Indians answer with their first touchdown since the first half, up 41-14 with 3:32 left.
Run it down to 3:13. 3:13. When it gets to 32 points in the lead in the 4th quarter, it runs. It's twice. They never gave this. Yep, 3:13 is the right time. Thank you, Ian, run it. Let him kick off and then run it. Okay.
Billerica on the kickoff following the touchdown to get them to 14 points on the day, trailing the Redmen 41-14 here with 3:13 remaining in the 4th. And it's an onside kick from the Indians. And did they get possession of the ball there? It was a smart play made by the kicker, Sean Rana. And it's Billerica ball. They recover the onside kick. And Coach Elward and Coach Kasperzak arguing that that ball was clearly touched before it reached midfield, as the onside kick has to go 10 yards before the kicking team can touch it. But a Pat McAfee-like onside kick there from Rana.
Onside kick back.
And it's 1st and 10 for the Indians in Redmen territory. Green stays in the game, gets past the Redmen 40-yard line, tackled at the 39.
Green with the keeper, gains 11 yards. Moves the change to Billerica.
As the Indians going no huddle. Green keeping it himself once again, following his blocks, and then pushes forward just short of the 30. As the Indians continue to pick up chunks of yardage here with the new quarterback. A minute 40 left in the game. And Joe Green trying to lead the Indians to another TD drive. This time he's wrapped up there right in the middle. Tackle made by number 75, Max Matuccio.
75, Max Matuccio, stop for Tewksbury.
A quick timeout on the field, a minute 29 remaining in the fourth.
They wouldn't let us do them at the rink. They said that too many kids would be
First and 10 for Billerica at the Redmen 29-yard line. 89 seconds left in the fourth quarter. The Redmen looking to move to 3-0, up 41-14. Green taking the snap, another QB keeper. Wrapped up at the feet with Max Matuccio and James Carroll there in the middle.
76, James Carroll will stop for the Redmen.
See you later.
With a 2nd and 8 from the Redmen 27-yard line. Green in the shotgun. The handoff to Linton, going up the middle, staying on his feet, and then pushing forward into the Redmen red zone.
TMHS, go fight with! TMHS, go fight with! TMHS, go fight with!
As we get down to 20 seconds left in the fourth quarter. 3rd and 1 for the Indians. Getting down to the final few plays of the game. Green throwing it out wide, takes a hit, but it got the pass off to Gene for a first down. And the clock continues to move, and that would be the final play of the ball game. And it's a final here at TMHS. The Tewksbury Redmen dominate from start to finish. Hold on one moment, we might be getting one more play. And finally, this one goes into the books as a final.
That's going to do it from Ed Dick Field at Tewksbury High School. Your Redmen 41, Billerica 14.
The final score here today, the Tewksbury Redmen dominating from start to finish. In the Battle of the Tribes, they take this one by a final of 41-14 to move to 3-0 on the season. The next game will be on the road at North Andover on April 2nd. And Billerica suffers their first loss of the season, moving to 1-1. They'll be home versus the Drake at Middies in their brand new field next week. For our entire crew at Tewksbury TV, I'm Andrew Del Piana signing off from Ed Dick Field. Thank you for joining us today. The Redmen remain perfect.